Hello and welcome back to a sit down chat podcast with me, Matthew Pullan. This is going to be one of the last episodes of the series, so I'm going to try and finish it off nicely. There is probably going to be another episode after this, and then that'll be the first series over, and honestly I can't wait for the next series. It's not gonna just be me talking. Because I know that can be boring. It's gonna be other people, and we're gonna learn a lot. I'm gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be really interesting. But today in episode 9, we're going to talk about the fundraising efforts and the podcasts that I have done for people. So I have been on many podcasts talking about my story. I did reach out because I feel like my story needs to be heard and people can learn from it. There will be people from those podcasts on in the next series, and I've learned a lot from them, and I hope I have supported people. I will link my podcasts from my website in the description below, so I've got a link with all the podcasts on. I've done all the features. People ask, why did I do those podcasts? It's not for me, it's for support of other people, and if I can share my story, maybe I can help at least one person going through something similar, whether that be a cancer patient or someone dealing with cancer. We touch on very difficult topics sometimes. We touch on running, which I enjoy because I am running through cancer, and we just touch on the little aspects of what it's like to live with cancer and how to stay resilient and just getting through life. Really, I enjoy doing it. That's also why I started writing a blog, because I want to share as a writer myself, with a book out and currently editing another book. I just want to get it all out. I find honesty is the best mentality, and we need to keep staying honest and try and help other people. With the podcast, I feel like I have met a lot of great people. They've also helped push my fundraising efforts, which I'm going to talk about in a later video. I've already spoke about in a previous video as well. I think I would go and listen to that. And it's meeting people with cancer or in that community is very special. It's not a community you want to be a part of, but it is a special community, and I am grateful that I have got people around me like that. We will meet people in the next series who have supported me and who are in a similar position to me. And I feel like if we can listen to them and talk to them about their experience, we're sharing it to more people and helping more people and supporting people, which I'm very happy to do, because although this isn't a very good prognosis, whatever you want to call it, you need to make the most out of life, and I am trying to make the most out of life. And if I can do that through sharing my story, I will do that. You can see my blog in the description below and my website. I am very active on social media because we need to campaign, and I have done some campaigning. I have put pressure on the government to try and get more support for people, mainly teenagers and young adults, because that's where we fall through the cracks. And I actually have a whole conference which I'll link in the description below as well, which you can watch. I'll also link the report, which will be www.runningthroughcancer/campaigning, and you can have a read about what campaigning I'm doing there. This mainly is just saying live with cancer. You can beat it, although the odds might not be in your favour. What are odds except from statistics? My odds are very low. My odds were very low the first time and I still beat it. But beating it again would be amazing. And we know these things can come back, but you just need to accept life and don't worry is the wrong word, but embrace it. Because if I didn't embrace it, I'd be wallowing in it, and you don't want to be wallowing, wasting your life when you could be doing things. There's always a cover over your head saying, oh, you got cancer, but it's about what you do with that diagnosis. It's not about what anybody else thinks. I'd like to say I'm proud of what I've done for the cancer community with my campaigning, which I will talk more about, and I've really enjoyed starting this podcast. I'm hoping that you're all getting a lot out of it, 'cause I know I'm getting a lot out of it, and I want to help other people, not just sit here preaching, because we're all different. We all have different worries and troubles. People's might be a lot littler than ours, but it's not our job to judge, and it's up to them how they deal with it. If they want to cry, let them cry. If they want to just wallow in it, let them do it. If they want to kick its arse, let them do it. And that's what meeting people with cancer, that is the main thing I've seen. Everybody, although it's nasty, everybody embraces it. Everybody accepts. I have had a few friends that have died from a brain tumour, but when you're in these groups, it's going to happen, and it shouldn't feel normal, but it does. That's our normality, and again, I'm really proud and glad I'm in the cancer community and trying to support everyone. In the next series, we're going to have people on talking about their life and how it affects them with cancer, and not even cancer patients, just other people that I've spoke to that have been affected by cancer. And I've got to say, I am proud, and everybody else living with a cancer diagnosis should be proud. You're doing a good job. I know it's tough for us because I know I find it hard that people, you feel the blame of people's sadness. I've been told my friends have broken down, and that really hurts me because I know that is because of me, but they always say it's because they care it'd be a bad thing if they weren't crying. I know how hard it is after losing a parent to cancer. It's very hard, and I can't imagine feeling like me at the moment, fit, healthy, and then being diagnosed again with it on the spine from the brain. And people don't see how hard it actually is. I have gone home and cried a few times and cried myself to sleep, but you don't want them to see you suffering because you try your best not to suffer. I know cancer patients, they're some of the happiest people I know because they're accepting and living life, and they have accepted that death is the end, and death's the end for everybody, and it's inevitable. So just do what you want to do, to an extent, obviously. Live your life and crack on with it. I think that's where we'll wrap up this podcast. Thank you all so much for listening to this podcast. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I have been very lucky to meet all these different people, and I'm very grateful for the opportunities. So just remember, life's terminal and it is our job to live it.